came not from enemy fire. Both broke down and had to be abandoned and destroyed by their own crews. That really sums up the Jagdpanther. It was what Germany had been trying to build since 1941. And it arrived too late, in too few numbers, and broke down too often to change anything. The planned production rate was 150 vehicles per month. Actual production never came close. Allied bombing, material shortages, and the demands of the Panther tank program meant that only around 400 were ever built across more than a year of production. The vehicle did not appear on the Eastern Front in any real numbers until January 1945, far too late to affect anything. And the Panther chassis, while good, carried a well-known weakness that was actually worse on the Jagdpanther. The final drive gears, which transmitted engine power to the tracks, were a known weak point. And because the Jagdpanther had no turret, it had to traverse the entire hull to engage targets to either side. This constant pivoting placed enormous stress on those final drives. They wore out faster than they could be replaced. Later production vehicles got improved final drives that partially addressed the problem. But by that point, the war was almost over. If the Jagdpanther represented German tank destroyer design at its best, then the Jagdtiger represented it at its most excessive. That might be an understatement. This was the heaviest armored fighting vehicle to see operational service in the entire Second World War. And it was the only German tank destroyer that had nothing to do with either the 75 mm or any version of the 88 mm. Remember when we said there was one vehicle carrying something even more extreme? This is it. The Jagdtiger carried the 12.8 cm PK-44, a weapon originally developed as a naval gun and adapted for anti-tank use. The barrel alone was over 6 meters long. It fired two-piece ammunition, meaning the projectile and the propellant charge were loaded separately, requiring two loaders and significantly slowing the rate of fire. But the penetration was staggering. It could defeat over 200 millimeters of armor at 1,000 meters. There was no Allied tank in existence, or even in development, that could survive a direct hit from this weapon at any